Good morning. I wanted to tell you this morning a story about one of Jesus' closest friends and followers named Peter. And when Peter was first getting to know Jesus, he was a fisherman, and Jesus borrowed his boat. And so he was in the boat and he used it as a place to teach from. And all these people were sitting just gathered on the edge of the lake, and he taught them. And after he was done teaching them, he said, "Let's go out and let the nets down." So they went out into the lake and they let the nets down, and they caught this huge amount of fish. And Peter and his friends had been fishing for years. But when they realized what a miraculous catch this was and who Jesus was, Peter came to Jesus and knelt down before him and said, "Go away from me, Lord. I am a sinful man." And Jesus didn't push him away. He said, "Come with me. And from now on, you will fish for people and not just for fish." And so Peter came and he started following Jesus. And throughout that time, Jesus would start to tell his followers, "Hey, I'm going to go. I'm going to suffer many things from the religious leaders. I'm going to be killed, but I will be raised on the third day." I don't think it made a lot of sense to them, and they certainly didn't want him to die, and they had expectations. But the night before it was going to happen, Jesus said, Tonight I will be handed over, and all of you will leave me." And Peter said, "Not me, Lord. Even if I have to die, I will never leave you." And Jesus said, "You will tonight, before the night is over." And so that night they arrested Jesus, and everybody deserted him. They all abandoned him. And in fact, when they came to Peter and they said, "Don't you know Jesus?" he denied him. He said, "I don't even know who you're talking about." And so this amazing sense of guilt for leaving and then betraying and denying his closest friend came over Peter, and he wept. And Jesus was put to death. He died. And 3 days later, he did. He was raised again, came back to life. He was resurrected into a new body. And over the course of the next 40 days, he would come and visit his followers. And on one of those occasions, Peter and his friends were out fishing. And they had fished all night, and it was late, and they were tired. And when Jesus came on the shore, they didn't recognize him. But he said, "Hey, cast your nets on the other side of the boat." They're like, "We've been fishing all night, whatever. Let's..." And they put him on the other side, and they caught this huge amount of fish. This so much that the nets were tearing. And one of Peter's friends said, "It's the Lord." And after the second miracle catch of fish, Peter didn't say, "Get away from me," but he took off his clothes and he jumped in the water and he swam over to Jesus. Because even though he had denied him, even though he knew he wasn't worthy, he knew Jesus loved him and that Jesus wanted to be with him. And in that, I can really relate to Peter. Even though Jesus isn't here physically anymore, Jesus is still here spiritually. And we can come to Jesus in prayer. And there have been times in my life, like Peter, where I've been so ashamed of who I am, so aware of how unworthy, so aware of how much, "Jesus, you don't want me, Jesus." I've pushed him away. And there's been other times, like Peter, that I've been so confident. "Jesus, I will be your greatest follower. I will never be like others who leave you. I will go with you to the ends of the earth." And in all of those, in my moments of shame and my moments of pride, I have found that Jesus loves me. And as Jesus said, he said, "Whoever comes to me, I will never drive away." And I have found that to be so true and so beautiful, because in Jesus I have found the love and life that is so much that my heart desires. And so the question is for you. Where are you at? Have you come to Jesus and found that he will never drive you away? May God bless you.